Hello everyone, I am Sada Chora and welcome to Sada Learning Hub. Today's session we are going to learn the most important Java interview questions. The first question is, what is the difference between static and non-static variables? A static variable is associated with the class as a whole rather than with a specific instance of the class. Non-static variables takes a unique value with the each object instance. That is the difference between static and non-static variables. A static variable is associated with the class as a whole rather than with a specific instance of a class. Non-static variable takes a unique value with each object instance. The next question is, what are the static methods? Methods declared with a keyword static as a modifier are called static modifier or a class modifier. Class methods. They are so called because they are affect a class as a whole, not a particular instance of the class. Static methods are always invoked without reference to particular instance of a class. The use of a static modifiers suffers from the following restrictions. A static methods can only call other static methods. If you see here, the static methods only can call other static methods. A static methods must only access the static data. A static methods cannot reference to the current object using keyword super or this. A static method cannot reference to the current object using the keywords super and this. The next question is, can you override static methods of a class? We can't override the static methods. Static methods belongs to the class and not to individual objects and are resolved at the time of compilation, not at runtime. Even if we try to override the static methods, we will not get an compile time error nor an impact of overriding when the running of the code. We can't override the static methods. Static methods belongs to class and not an individual objects and are resolved at the time of compilation, not at runtime. Even if we try to override the static methods, we will not get an compilation error, nor the impact of overriding when running the code. That is, we can't possible to override the static methods of a class. The next question is, can a variable be local and static at the same time? No, a variable cannot be a static as well as local at the same time. Defining a local variable as a static given compile time error. Defining a local variable as a static gives a compile time error. Here, no variables cannot be a static as well as local at the same time. The next question is, can we have static methods in an interface? Static methods cannot be overridden in any class, while any method in an interface are by default abstract and are supposed to implementing in the class being is implementing the interface. So it makes no sense to have a static methods in an interface in Java. Static methods cannot be overridden in any class while any methods in an interface are by default an abstract and are supposed to be implemented in the class being implemented the interface. So it make no sense to have a static methods in an interface in Java. The next question is, what is the static in Java? Static means once per a class. Static means one per class, not one for each object no matter how many instances of a class might exist. This means that you can use them without creating an instance of a class. Static methods are implicitly as final because overriding is done based on the type of an object. A static methods are attached to a class, not an object. A static methods in a superclass can be shadowed by another static methods in a subclass. A long as the original methods, we are not declaring as a final. However, we can't override a static methods with a non-static methods. In other words, you can't change the static methods into a instance methods in a subclass. A static means one per class, not one for each object, no matter how many instances of a class might exist. The next question is, what if the main method is declared as a private? The program compiles properly, but at runtime it gives a main method not public message. The next question is, what if a static modifier is removed from a signature of a main method? Program compiles, but runtime throws no such method error. Why? Because the static keyword is missing in the main method. The next question is, what if we write a static public void instead of public static void? Program compiles and runs properly.
Thank you so much watching this video. Hope this lesson helpful to you. Keep watching our lessons. Keep writing to us. Do not forget subscribe our channel Sada Learning Hub because we have many sessions that would help you to develop our skills, and I will be back soon. Till then, you take care. Bye bye.